Question number 1. First, to choose the correct answer. Letter A, a number that is divided by 9, the quotient is 15, and the remainder is 3. Easy space. He won't find what? The dividend. The dividend equal what? Divisor multiplication by the quotient. He gave us what is the example? Divided by 9. 9, we called it the divisor. A number that if divided by 9, what is number? Divided by 9, then the quotient will be 15. Or you can write it here. This number divided by 9, the quotient will be 15. To find the dividend here, you must find the multiplication by the divisor and the quotient. 9 by 15, 5 times 9 equal 45, write 5 and carry a 4, 1 times 9 equal 9, 9 plus 4 equal 13. The result will be 135. Okay, but he give us in this example remainder. Complete with me. A number that if divided by 9, the quotient is 15 and the remainder is 3, we must add the remainder to the result. The remainder was 3. You must add the remainder to the result because he give us in the example remainder. So 135 plus 3, it will be 138. Again, we call this rule here the dividend equal the divisor multiplication by the quotient plus remainder. Okay, we can write this rule, the divisor multiplication by the quotient plus remainder. It's the rule. If in this example he cancels the remainder, we know the dividend equal divisor multiplication by the quotient. But in this example we have remainder, then you must add the remainder to the result. Okay, what is the number if we divided it by 9? A number that if divided by 9, the quotient is 15 and the remainder is 3. The remainder 3, so you can find the dividend here by multiplication, divisor and the quotient, and the result you must add to the remainder. You must know this rule. Okay, the dividend equals the divisor multiplication by the quotient plus remainder, or here reverse to remainder. Okay, again the dividend equals the divisor multiplication the quotient plus the remainder, so the result will be 138. Okay, understood? If he cancels the remainder, you can find the dividend in one step by multiplication 9 and 15, divisor and the quotient. But in this example we have the remainder. You must add the remainder to the result by multiplication, divisor and the quotient. Question letter B. Space is the opposite of negative 12. The opposite of negative 12, it will be 12. The algebraic term negative 3 over 4x has space factor. How many factors here? We have 2 factors here. Again, negative 3 over 4, negative 3 over 4 x. How many factors here? How many factors? We have 2 factors. We have 2 factors. It will be negative 3 over 4. It's the first factor, and we have x. We have algebraic here and numerical here. Okay, algebraic factor and numerical factor. Numerical factor here used numbers, and algebraic factor we used here letters. So we have in this example 2 factor. Okay, negative 3 over 4x has space factor, has 2 factors. Question letter D. If we subtract 9 from the number x, then the result will be x subtracted by 9. Why? Because x we called it what? The maniant, and 9 called this subtrahend. He give us this information. If we subtract 9 from what? From x. 9 from x, then x we called it the maniant, and 9 subtrahend. Okay, 1 power letter E, 1 power 5 it will be 1. Okay, you must know these steps. 1 power 5, it's meaning 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, it will be 1. Okay, second question here. If 2000 divided by 51 equal 39 and the remainder is 11, then 51 times 39 equal space. Okay, he give us this information. 2000 divided by 51 equal 39. Then 51 times 39, it will be what? It will be this number, but we have a remainder in the example. He tell us 51 times by 39. He give us again the remainder is 11. Again he give us the remainder again. Okay, 2000 divided by 51 equal 39 and the remainder is 11. He give us remainder 11. Again, 2000 divided by 51 equal 39 and the remainder 11. Then 51 times 39, it will be what? It will be 2000 subtract by 11. Understood? We can find the multiplication between 51 and 39, or find the difference between 2000 and the remainder. Understood? You can find the difference between two numbers here, or used these steps. 39 times 51, 1 times 9 equal 9, 5 times 9 equal 45, plus 0, 3 times 1 equal 3, 3 times 5 equal 15, 9 plus 0 equal 9, 5 plus 3 equal 8, 5 plus 4 equal 9, and then the result will be 1989. Okay, it's the result about this example. Or you can find the difference between the dividend and the remainder. 2000 subtract by 11, it will be 1989. You can use this method or this method as you like about this example. Okay, next question. Letter B. The absolute term in the algebraic term. Absolute term, we called it the constant. Okay, again, this word, absolute term, the absolute term, we called it the constant. Okay, the absolute term, its meaning, the constant in the algebraic term will be what? We have here 5b plus 3.2. 5 is the quotient. Coefficient. 5 we called it what? Coefficient. And 5b it's a term. And 3.2 is a constant. So the absolute term here, it will be 3.2. 3.2 we called it the constant. The constant here, it's meaning numerical algebra. Okay, numerical term, numerical here term or numerical factor. 3.2, it's called the constant. In this algebraic term, the constant will be 3.2. It will be the absolute term. The absolute term, it's meaning the constant. Then the constant here will be 3.2. Then we must write here in the space 3.2. If your teacher asked you how many terms in this expression, we will write two expressions. What about the coefficient here? The coefficient will be 5. Okay. Next question. A number whose prime factors are 2, 3, 5, it will be 30, because 2 times 3 times 5, it will be 30. Question letter B. Salwa saves £2 per day. How much does Salah saves Z pounds. Z. Salah saves Z pounds per day. How much does he save in a week? He will save what? The total number, Z, multiplication by 7. Okay, right, 7 D Z. Okay, 7 Z. Again, Salah saves Z pounds per day. How much does he saves at a week? We can cancel this letter D and write what? 7D, 7Z. Okay, 7Z, and write behind it pounds. Again, Salah saves Z pounds per day. How much does he save in a week? We know 1 week equals 7 days. Then he will save 7Z pounds. Okay, right here 7Z. Cancel this result and write 7Z pounds. Okay, next question. In space, 4 is called space and 2 is called exponent. We can write 4 power 2. 4 we called it what? The base. 4 we called it the base. Okay, and 2 we called it the exponent. Okay, 4 we called it the base and 2 its exponent. 4 power 2 we called it 4 power 2. It's meaning 4 multiplication by 4 is equal to 16. Third question here. Find the value of 4a subtract by 15 plus 3. We want to find the value about this expression at x equal 2.5. Okay, you must write here equal x equal 2.5. You want to find the value about this expression. If x equal 2.5, then we must put a equal 2.5 in this example. Then we can write 4 a, it's meaning 4 multiplication by a equal 2.5. 4 times 2.5 subtract by 15 plus 3. 4 times 2.5, it will be what? 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5, it will be 10. Or 4 times 5 equal 20, 0 and carry up 2. 2 times 4 equal 8 plus 2 equal 10. Subtract by 15 plus 3. Okay, it's clear for with you here. 4 times 2.5, it will be 10. 10 minus subtract by 15 plus 3. 10 minus, it will be 10. Okay, 10 subtract by 15, it will be negative 5. Negative 5 plus 3, it will be negative 2. Then the result here will be negative 2. Okay, you must change the sign, this result here, and write what? Negative 2 again. 4a, it will be 4 times 2.5. 4 times 2.5, it will be what? It will be 10. Subtract by 15 plus 3. 10 subtract by 15, it will be negative 5. Because 10 less than 15, you must write the sign about the greatest absolute value of the number here. 15 the greatest, 15 greater than 10, so you must write the sign here behind it out, and 15 minus 10 equal 5. Then the result about 10 and 15, 10 minus 15 equal negative 5. Negative 5 plus 3 equal negative 2. Okay, then the result here will be negative 2. You must cancel this result and write negative 2. Next question here. Arrange the following descending order. Descending, it's meaning what? From greatest to smallest. We have 0.8, this question here, 0.8, and negative 1 over 5, and 1 over 2, and negative 3 over 4, and absolute value of 25 hundredths. Okay, first you must solve all these fractions here, convert it to decimal. 1 over 5, we can convert it by multiplication to numerator and denominator. To convert the denominator here, 5 will be 10 by times 2 numerator and denominator. Okay, multiplication by 2, and here it will be 2 over 10. Okay, it will be 0, negative 0.2, and 1 over 2, it will be half, 0.5, 0.5, and 3 over 4, we can convert by multiplication by 25 numerator and denominator. To convert the denominator here will be 100. It will be what? 3 times 25 equals 75. So the result will be 75 hundredths, and the sign negative behind it. And the absolute value about 25 hundredths, it will be 0.25. The absolute value about negative number or positive, it will be positive. Okay, in this example we have negative. Okay, negative 0.25, it will be 25 hundredths, and we have 0.2 and we have 0.8. We want arrange this example descending order. Descending, it's meaning from greatest to smallest. Which greatest here? We must put 0 here behind this number, and 0 here, it will be 25 hundredth, and 0.50 hundredth, and 80 hundredth. It's the greatest number, and 50 here. You must arrange first step here the positive numbers, okay? It will be number 2, and here number 3, and then negative 0.75 or negative 0.2, which nearest to 0, this number nearest to 0. It's the greatest, okay, of this number, greater than this number. It will be number 4 and this number 5. Then the order you must write from left hand side to right hand side, okay, and write the original numbers here. Don't write this number 0.0, but you must write in the original numbers here. 0.8, the first number. Number 2, 1/2. Number 3, 0.25 right here, absolute value of negative 0.25. Number 4, this number negative 0.2, it will be negative 1/5. And last one here, number 5, here negative 75 hundredth, it will be negative 3/4. Okay, it's arranged descending order from greatest to smallest. 0.8, half, 0.25, absolute value about the negative, and negative 1/5 and negative 3/4. Now we will solve question letter B. Basim runs 1 kilometer in 15 minutes. Write a mathematical expression that expresses that number of kilometers that Basim run in t times. He runs 1 kilometer in 15 minutes. Okay, write the mathematical expression that the number of kilometer, how many number of kilometers he will, well, write the mathematical expression, that expression of kilometer that Basim runs in t minutes. I want to find t minutes, so we can write the result by cross here. I want to find what the number of kilometers that Basim runs in t minutes. We can write t times 1 divided by 15. So the number will be equal 1 multiplication by t over 15. It will be t over 15 or t divided by 50. Okay, it's the number of kilometers that Basim runs in t minutes. Understood?